Aye, let's go straight into this, man. Let's go straight into this. Everton 3, Man City 3. Aye, brother, big result today. Big result today. Actually, before we get into it, while you're here, make sure you like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you lot think. City dropping points, how big this is in the title race. But let's get into it. Look, Man City. I listen. Big up David Moyes and the gang. I called it. I told man. I said Arteta was gonna make the call, get on the blower to them, man. Big up Moisey, like, yo, fam. You know what I'm saying? Like Moisey, Arteta's his ex-player. I had a feeling Everton were gonna turn up today. I just had a feeling, and this just shows you how good City are. That you need goals. You need to get ahead of these man. Because soon as they feel like they need to turn it on, the pressure's on them, and they need to turn it on. They go up another gear. And I think our saving grace was that they never had Rodri because Kovacic is just not the same in the middle like Rodri is. Rodri is a shrewd, smooth operator. Like he gets them up the pitch. Like drives that engine. Do you get what I mean? That team and just dictates the play and really is just a leader in the middle of the park for them and just the core of the spine going right through the middle of that team. And he would have been a big loss to them. Big loss. And you could see where, you know what I mean, City, their heads went. They had a crazy 15, 20 minutes of, you know what I mean, conceding 3 goals, Gay giving it away, passing it back, and then the corner, messing about, fraffing about, lose the ball, give away a corner, and they concede. And it just went from bad to worse. And then, you know what I mean, Everton got the third goal, and you need 3 goals to keep this Man City shut or give yourself some sort of hope because, boy, straight away they were back. Haaland played through a sloppy goal to give away, to be fair. Everton were kind of half asleep. Just Haaland right through the middle, 3-2. And then they get the goal late with Doku with a fantastic goal. Big him up like that was a crazy goal. But that's what you need. You need goals if you're going to try and beat this team because they are, when they're ready to go up a gear, fighting, they will fight for it, and they brought themselves back. And you had Jamie Carragher saying, Arsenal fans should be concerned about the way City brought it back, and that trying to find a little dampener for it because we shouldn't be happy that we should be content or not content. We should be concerned. The way that City brought it back would make me think that this ain't over. Yeah, of course it ain't over. But remember, we were led to believe that City was going to win all 5 of their games and it was going to be a shootout on goal difference and all of this. And now already in the first game of their game in hand, they've dropped 2 points. And then then they've got Brentford coming to town as their next fixture and then Bournemouth. So for us, this is the perfect scenario that we could have asked for. Yes, we would have loved for them to drop to lose all 3 points, but 2 is good enough because now it's back in our hands. It's now down to what we do now, and we have 3 cup finals where we need to beat West Ham, beat Burnley, and beat Palace, and it's all ours. And I have a feeling that by the time we get to the Burnley game, that will be the deciding game for us. We win that, we win the league. I just got a feeling because I just think City, especially if Rodri's out, I feel like they're going to struggle against Brentford. I feel like Brentford, they maybe get over the line, but the Etihad's going to be nervy, just like how Arsenal's been. Just like even when I've gone to the games and I've been at these games and it's the anxiousness, the anxiety is there. It's feeding through the fans and it's feeding through the players. I think that's what it's going to be at the Etihad. They're going to be nervous, especially if Brentford come out and get an early goal. There's going to be a lot of discontent. There's going to be a lot of murmurs. There's going to be silent in there. And that's what we want. We want Brentford to go in there and just shut them fans up and make it a quiet atmosphere, make it tough. And City will struggle if that's what Brentford can go and do. But on the other hand, if City go and get the first goal, turn it up, can change everything. But either way, we've got the advantage now, and it's all on us. It's all on us. I see Pep drinking bare water today. Brother went for about 5 liters of water. Man is fully hydrated. And funny enough, we're talking about water. Where is the bottle boy? Where's the bottle boy in his bottle? Tell him to come outside. I see my man stressed, and you see how Sky had him set up with the bottle again. I'm not hearing it. They are all fully in cahoots with each other. And I think that is part of the problem as well. I think when you drink poison in the hope that the other person dies off of it or fails off of it, is where things start to go wrong for yourselves. I think City catching us up in the league and beating us and drawing level on points didn't mean it was over. Everyone assumed City was going to go on this run and assume that it's all been done and Arsenal are just going to fade away and capitulate. And you remember, we've just been plugging away, and they've responded. You see how they responded against Newcastle. And even now, it looks like the boys are balling out because you see how they played against Fulham. For me as a fan, that's given me every bit of confidence that this team can get over the line now if we continue to play like that. Not saying these fixtures are going to be easy. West Ham is going to be hard. But I feel we can do it. We can win all our games are winnable. West Ham will be a difficult game, but it's winnable. And I think there might come a time for West Ham where Tottenham, we'll see what happens on the weekend, but Tottenham could go and win their game, West Ham lose their game, and that's it. You know, they feel like it's all over for them. So you never know what the mentality or the mindset will be coming into the game when we play them. But all I know is that we need to go and get the 3 points. We need to do what we need to do. It's in our hands again, and we need to secure it. And I'll be honest with you, this ain't no cocky shit. This ain't no nothing. I actually think that we're going to do it. I think it's done. I feel like it's our year this year. I've been saying it. I've stuck to that. I predicted it. I said that it's our year to do it this year. And I think it is. And you know what? It's going to be dope to do it this way. That have the lead, have City catch you back up and then still show the mental strength and perseverance to crack on and get the job done. And it's gonna be a good lesson for all the players moving forward when we're moving forward into the next season. And that belief that they know that they can do it, and also the belief that they know that they can do it, play in the way that they want to play. I think that's been another thing. I think this season, you know, because of the pressure, we've gone in our shell in terms of playing football, and this team can ball out, and we've seen it. They saw it against Fulham, 3 goals, how dominant they was, how they can get the ball down, little, like, you know, you see the little patterns of play coming up. So if we can do it under these circumstances, allowing City to come back in and then pulling away from them again, that would be a lovely experience for the boys, and hopefully give them more confidence moving forward into the next season. And yeah, man, right now it's all still to play for. City can still go on an unbeaten run, and we still got to go and do what we need to do and handle the business. We've got the Champions League tomorrow, so we need to handle that. And that's another thing. I feel like if we can make it into the final of the Champions League, that would be a big lift for this club, be a big lift for the players, and it will stir them on. And we don't have to play that final, if we make it to the final, till the end of the season. So from now to the end of the season, we'll have no more interruptions, no more games in the way, and it will be all for us to play for, to have an amazing season, and we can start to believe. I know it's hard. I know it's hard for my Arsenal fans then, but we can start to believe. And let me just refer back to the West Ham game, and I feel like this is the difference between people like us, Arsenal fans, and some of these other fans that are out there. I couldn't care less if us beating West Ham saves Tottenham. I couldn't care about Tottenham. We're on 2 different spectrums and 2 different levels in the league. One of us is at the top fighting and challenging for titles, and the other one is at the bottom scrapping for survival. So I couldn't care less if our game keeps them up, because they're nowhere in a league like us. And this is the difference between our mentality and their mentality. When it came to them needing to beat City to make Champions League, they rather have not made Champions League if it meant that Arsenal didn't win the league, because they worry too much about a next man's business. Do you get what I'm saying? But anyway, enough of that. Enough of that. We'll move on. We'll handle and do what we need to do in order for us to win the league. And that is the main thing. We'll move on. But listen, make sure you put in the comments what you think. Let me know. Do you feel like it's over? Do you feel like City? Do you feel like there's another twist and turn to the story? Is the story not done? Is there more to come? Let me know what you think. I'll be back again tomorrow because we've got the Champions League game. Big up yourselves. Like I said again, make sure you like and subscribe. Big up. Let's go.